the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Appalachian State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Back to pass, it's Swann. Right on the money. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's Stroman. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It moves to 2nd down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets man coverage. There were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Golden Eagles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Southern Miss. A great catch and run for 6.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on an electrifying pass play that covered 93 yards to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Swan. It's complete to the right. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Golden Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. with the catch. It's Metcalf. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Braxton. The short hands, it's Chester. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Quick release on the RPO. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Power football with the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Right on target this time.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space. It's Briggs. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Gets it out quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Rock.
The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Foster. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And the Golden Eagles will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Quarterback on the keeper. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Looking for a man, it's Swan. Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Makes the grab. It's Barnes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Appalachian State. Number 1, alternate in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the run, it's Briggs. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, it's Braxton. He's got him. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Davis.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and that is likely how we'll wrap up the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And off to Jones. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Southern Mississippi! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Ready to try the point after.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Swan. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Under fire. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Braxton. Finds a tight end.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Chester. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll run it from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed in the middle, it's Heath. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Mountaineers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Using his legs, it's Roberts. At the 15, he's loose. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Southern Mississippi.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.